I was just sitting thinking about what I was given, the information I was given in 1991. It was like 1991 through 1992, where everything left my life until I channeled the material that I had been asked to channel. What actually happened was I was given 11 or 12 pages of this information about the huge traumatic changes, earth-changing, life-changing, everything changing, and I couldn't face doing it, and I filed it away and carried on at my center of intuitive living, running my normal everyday life. But everything over the next period of 6 months left my life, and I had that moment where I had just moved to rented accommodation. My business premises the rent was doubled, everything happened, my relationship ended, and I was left in this dark place. Actually, it was the darkest place I'd ever lived in. And I was sitting there thinking, what is it I'm not doing? And it came to me in a flash, like a lightning flash, to dig out those 11, 12 pages and to begin again the work that I had started and didn't think that I could cope with writing down. And I did do this every day for a year. Sorry, I'm sitting outside in the morning sun here because it's really cold in my house here in Mexico early morning, and there's traffic going past. And that traffic, in a way, is like what I'm talking about here, about the changes coming up. And this book that I ended up channeling was quite devastational in a lot of different ways. In the earth changes, and this is what people are not taking into consideration, that this just isn't us moving into fifth dimensional beings, which, yes, we need to do, and we need to take every stage of that seriously. But what it's about is the earth changes, the cleansing that has to happen, the dark energy of all of the battles, all of the emotional battles, physical battles, mental battles that have gone on in the earth over the ages. And we're talking thousands of years here. This is the first time that this evolution for the collective has ever happened. And in the second book, the first book was devastational about all the changes, and I found it very difficult to do. And that book, for some reason, is still available. This is going back all those years. The publisher retired and moved to his safe place after publishing the book, and the book is still available. I don't get royalties from that book. That book's available through many booksellers. It's kind of crazy. I don't know who took over that, but it certainly wasn't given with my permission. But anyway, the second book was about us entering the universal energy continuum. I don't hear anybody talking about this. I didn't understand it then. I don't totally understand it now. But it was part of our journey. And the next part of this was, so this was the universal energy continuum. And then there was a part called Holy Order. And that's after we go into that. Time of Grace was the one in between. I have to get this book out tonight because I'm going to be putting a lot of information out on the internet. And the reason that I've come on today is to get people ready for this. If you really want to know the extent of what we're going to be going through and why we need to up our energy, raise our frequency, purify our bodies, it's because the earth is going to have that too. And we are moving into that. So If we can't match that frequency, then we will be in pretty big chaos on all sorts of levels. So watch out for my next videos. I'm going to leave it here. I seem to have a lot of people walking past now, and this is odd things to hear. And as it will be for everybody who is in this like euphoria, which is good if it's a true euphoria, but with a lot of people, I don't think it is. A lot of people are boosting themselves up in a spiritual ego right now, and they're not looking at the fact that a lot of people won't survive this. And if we are indeed to survive this as the human race, we must start to get ready now. And there is nothing in place in the way that we need it to be. And as we can see, I saw Jamaica today. And how can it be that with all the world's resources that they are only now getting the first aid coming through? We have no setup ready to go in and help the people that really needs to be helped. And maybe that's going to be part of my mission. I know that funds are being freed up for me now. And we must begin to see the entirety of the whole journey that we're now on. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. I'm going to be doing this like 2 or 3 times a week and giving a lot more of the information. If you want to start receiving the information now, go to the playlist, which is the most recent channelings, which is 42 Truth Testaments, which really are an excellent guide for us for the real journey that we are about to embark on. Thank you.